I'm really glad you tuned in, and I'm really happy that you're here to learn about reversing aging. And I know, people talk so much online about what reverse aging is and, what methods you need to take, what sort of things you have to do to reverse aging. But sometimes all that stuff can be so complicated, right? But I'm here to help you make that a lot easier. Yeah, so when it comes to reversing aging is that, I know you learned about people talking about exercise or eating right, doing all these sort of things, but there's something at the core of all this stuff that's actually helping the aging process and reversing it, right? And it comes down to your actual cells, right? And so there's a lot of methods that your body does to naturally recycle these cells. So you grow new ones and then essentially kind of kicking off the process of reversing aging. And one of that main process is autophagy, right? And so what does autophagy do? Well, basically what autophagy is doing is telling your body to sort of recycle cells and get rid of the bad cells and start generating better and new cells, right? So the more bad cells we can get rid of inside of your body, that's what leads to, better aging, right? And I like to think of it this way, right? Inside of your body, you have all this stuff going on, like you have, the cells moving, all these sort of things, but sometimes you have these bad cells that also exist in your body, right? So imagine it like this, inside of your body, imagine there's a forest fire going on, right? Your cells are causing a forest fire. What's that gonna do? It's gonna start trying to burn down all the other trees, right? We wanna kind of stop this forest fire from spreading, attack the root of that forest fire, and then soon new trees will grow, thus, making everything clean and sustainable, right? Same thing that's happening inside of your body, right? When you have a lot of these senescent cells, zombie cells that accumulate inside of your body, what that leads to is to age-related diseases and cancers, right? And so we want to stop that earlier on by focusing on cleaning out those bad cells that exist inside of your body. And when you get on our protocols, that's the exact approach that we try using when it comes to cellular cleaning and reversing age. So the cool thing is when you get on our rapamycin protocol, what the number one thing rapamycin doing is targeting cellular dysfunction, meaning it's targeting the bad cells that exist within inside of your body. And how does that sort of process work, right? Well, basically there's this scientific thing that exists in your body when you take rapamycin, which what it does is it inhibits this thing called mTOR1, right? And when mTOR1 is inhibited, what that's essentially doing is telling your body, it's like, hey, this is off, let's go attack the bad cells that exist within our body, right? And so the more times we can target these bad cells that exist within our body, that's what's gonna, the impactful thing that's gonna lead to a better, healthier life, right? And it's a very simple process, right? What we do is you basically sign up, fill out the medical questionnaire, simple medical questionnaire. A doctor will actually review it and look over it to see where you're at and then put you on the protocol, right? So it's a very simple step. Amazing people are involved. We have a whole clinical team that's there with you at all times to kind of guide you through the process that happens when you get on our protocol. And the cool thing is we understand when it comes to medicines, things like that, we feel like it's only for old people, right? But the cool thing with our stuff is that it's actually for everyone. Like I myself am even on, the protocol. And the coolest thing about this protocol is that you can see firsthand results happening because you get also blood work and lab analysis done, right? And I've seen my biological age go down. Of course, my chronological age will always stay what it is, but my biological age is going down and I know that I'm becoming younger and healthier when I get on these protocols. And there's so many pioneers in the longevity space who are also already on these specific protocols, right? You have people like Brian Johnson, who spends almost $2 million a year on his body and is on rapamycin. You have people like David Sinclair, who's a proponent of metformin, which is another protocol that we offer, right? You have people all over the online space in the biohacking community who have been on these sort of protocols and medications. And now is finally the opportunity for us to open it up to everyone where you don't have to be an insider to gain this understanding and knowledge of what it takes to actually have true longevity. And one of our biggest missions here at HealthSpan is making this sort of stuff accessible to everyone, right? In the past, like if you went to your doctor about these sort of protocols, things like that, some of them would have no idea what you're talking about. Others would be like, I don't have enough information around this, right? But the cool thing is when you get on our protocols is that we made sure we have the best, latest, and greatest research, as well as providing you with lab work and analysis for free with the protocol, right? If you went to your normal doctor asking for an analysis like this, it could go anywhere upwards from $300, $400 for only that one analysis, right? The rapamycin with the analysis starts off at only $100 per month. And so the cool thing is that with this $100 a month membership that includes the medication and lab work is that the lab work is actually very thorough and intensive, and we make it easy to read. So you can look at it on the application, right? You get your biological age, so it sees how actually what your age inside of your body is and how we can always be improving that and making that better. Not only are you receiving the rapamycin and the lab work part of your membership, but you get access to our doctors and our clinical team to answer any questions that you may have when you're on the protocol. So the test will measure a lot of different biomarkers that involve organ health, your immune health, your heart health, as well as your metabolic health. So we have the full spectrum of what's happening inside of your body, and we can analyze all these biomarkers and work on always improving them step by step, day by day with our team at HealthSpan. My whole life, I was always on the search for biohacking, longevity, and living a healthier lifestyle. And throughout that research, we found ways, can we make this to everyone, right? And that's why we started HealthSpan. And our mission at HealthSpan is to make the same information accessible to everyone, which includes longevity, taking care of your health, make sure you're on the right protocols, all these sort of things without you having to have the anxiety of always going into a doctor's office knowing or not knowing what they're going to say or do. At HealthSpan, we have all the certifications required for you to get online care, right? We have our LegitScript certification, we're HIPAA compliant, we use e-prescribe software, we work with physicians all around America to make sure you get the most optimal and premium care when it comes to longevity. And thanks for tuning in, and all you have to do now is click the link down below to sign up through our easy process and get access to all the care that you need. And once you're approved, I'll see you on the other side. See you next time.